This first restaurant is known for their rice and soups. It seemed like it was catered towards locals, as we were the only foreigners within the restaurant. We ordered a cold buckwheat noodle along with pork soup with rice. The cold buckwheat noodles had a satisfying chew to it, topped with radish, a hard-boiled egg, pickled cabbage, and 2 slices of fatty meat. The main highlight was the meat slices, being tender and lined with fat for that melt-in-your-mouth experience. The broth, on the other hand, lacked flavour, and I was quickly overcome by taste fatigue from its blandness. The pork soup was way better. The broth was light and infused with flavours from the pork bone, paired with a warm bowl of rice. This was the definition of a warm and hearty bowl of soup. Served with pork slices and a generous amount of spring onions, the pork was leaner relative to those found in the buckwheat noodles. I personally enjoyed the pork soup but would not come back for the cold noodles. Located in the heart of Myeongdong, this restaurant specializes in knife-cut noodles and dumplings. The noodles had a nice chew but were slightly overcooked. Topped with mini dumplings, minced meat, and sliced cucumbers, this contributed to a comforting bowl of a flavorful beef broth. The broth also had a thick consistency due to the starch released from the noodles. The dumplings here were my absolute favorite. They were so juicy upon first bite, filled with a flavorful pork and chive filling. The silky, chewy skin paired perfectly with the flavorful meat within. We tried yet another restaurant known for their knife-cut noodles and dumplings. This was located near the largest palace in Seoul. They had a traditional sitting concept where we got their noodles, dumplings, and dumpling soup. The noodles were soft, silky, and chewy. It was served in a light and flavorful beef broth, which was topped with mushrooms and various vegetables. Similar to the noodles at Myeongdong Kyoja, it had a thicker broth consistency due to the starch from the noodles. The dumpling platter came with 7 huge dumplings. They had a more unique filling with meat, vegetables, and even tofu. Don't get me wrong, the dumplings here were good, but I still preferred the ones at Myeongdong Kyoja as they were bite-sized, making it easier to eat, together with the initial burst of juiciness which I loved. I preferred the soup base from the dumpling soup as it was clear and lighter in flavour as compared to the knife-cut noodles broth, which was masked by the starchiness from the noodles. The soup was topped with shredded egg, spring onions, and seaweed, which added more depth to the soup. The last restaurant we visited is known for their udon noodles. Here, you can choose between a la carte or set meals with a price difference of 5,000 won. The set includes a small tempura platter of about 4 pieces and 1 sushi. The tempura had a light and crispy batter, which was not too oily. The udon here did not disappoint, being smooth and chewy, served in a light and savoury broth. The Oden udon came with 4 pieces of fried fish cake balls, which were bouncy with a mild, delicate fish flavour to it. It is definitely one of the better fish cakes I have had. The Niku udon was topped with thinly sliced beef, which were a little tougher than my liking. The tempura udon only came with 1 piece of prawn, which may not be the most value for money if you don't intend to order their set meal.